Hi, welcome to my rig rundown. I'll just take you through my basic signal chain. It's really simple. So first of all, it goes from the exotic Sp Compressor. Now I just have this on a very light compression, and honestly it's one of those things that sometimes I'm like, is this doing anything? But it makes me think I'm better than what I am, and isn't that just the main thing? And then next up, this is the Frederick Effects Blue Monarch Overdrive, which is apparently a kind of tone clone. There's a couple differences. Apparently there's an outside dip switch. Now it's low gain here and then high gain at the top, and then there's also a treble boost option. Normally I have it set right to about where it is just now. That's like my normal stuff, and then sometimes I can crank this for more, like a more punk kind of tone, and then I flip over there just to get even more wild. So then that then goes into the ferrule, which I've got set up in the germanium. I'm not a huge fuzz lover, but this is the only fuzz pedal I've had where I absolutely love it. It's the germanium side particularly is what I really like. It's very smooth and quite dark, I guess, and very reactive to my volume on my guitar. Now that goes into my Phase 95. Now this is my newest pedal, so I'm still kind of working out what I'm doing with it. I've currently got it set after the ferrule. I have tried it before and after, and I've kind of settled on after for the time being. Normally just have it set quite subtle, and on the Phase 45 setting, and I just wanted a bit more movement to my clean tone, because well, most of what I play is quite clean. I felt like I should have a modulation to kind of make it a bit more motion in my playing. Then that goes into the Digitech Obscura delay. Now this is the love. It's my oldest pedal. I've had it for a few years now. I just have it on the tape setting, and I just have it set as a kind of slap back. I do think about upgrading this to something a bit more specialised, and the knobs kind of annoy me because I always forget, oh, the knob on top is that for the tone or the degrade, and I always have to fiddle and then work out, oh yeah, this one does that, and do it again and forget my settings all the time. But yeah, no, it's a really, really good pedal. And you've got like the analog setting as well. There's a lo-fi setting up here, and then the reverse. But it's very good, very, very good. Then finally, that takes me to the Mr. Black Deluxe Plus, which is spring, reverb, and tremolo. And this is one of those pedals that there just isn't a bad sound in it. It goes from like, I quite like having it set to about there for the reverb, but you know, you can crank it all the way and it's just beautiful. Adds a lot of atmosphere to the playing and space, and the tremolo is very smooth as well, and you can crank it all the way up, and it sounds really good that way. But I would say the exotic, the Blue Monarch, and the Digitech, those are like my three main pedals. Like at any point, that's my tone, and it just, to change it up, I'll either increase the gain here, or just add the other bits for flavour. But that's my pedal board. Now I play through two guitars that I mainly play through. I've got a classic Vibe Telecaster and a made in Japan Mustang, which is cool, very cool. And I play through a Marshall Origin 20 combo, which I've got set up very clean. It's a great amp. It's very versatile. It takes the pedals absolutely fine, and brilliant. Now let's have a wee play through and see how we get on. Right, so some sounds then. So mostly the compressor, like I said, the compressor, and then the Blue Monarch is my main kind of bedrock tone. So that sounds a bit like this. If I turn off the compressor, then just the pedal by itself. But then it kind of, I'm going to sound like a knob, but it just kind of makes it sound and feel a bit more alive under my fingers. And then if I increase the gain on the low channel, on the low gain channel, this is, you get a good amount of gain there, and it's very reactive. So normally I use this setting if I want to do something a bit clean, and then I want to ramp it up with my touch. So this is on the bridge pickup, and then on the neck, and then middle again. Yeah, so the only other thing I would add to that, this combination, is the Digitech Obscura. Now if I, oh wait, did I don't think this is the high gain, sorry, I just realised I didn't show that on the so that's the high gain. Then if I go back to my kind of clean setting and add my Digitech Obscura in, this is the 3 pedals that I could have on my board, and I'd be happy. I could get rid of everything else. So that's yeah. The other pedals, if I'm being honest, are just kind of to play around with. So my ferrule, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of fuzz, but this is how my ferrule sounds by itself. I've probably got it set more as a distortion now that I think about it. Aye, and on the middle position. Well, that is quite fuzzy. And then the phase 45, I mostly use that in conjunction with the fuzz because, yeah, it just sounds great. Yeah, and then really finally it's just the spring reverb again. Now if I'm so just by itself to begin with, that's everything at 12 o'clock. It's just lovely, you know. I should say actually, the reason I did get the phase 45, phase 95, sorry, was because of a previous rig rundown, and I realised I could sound like outlaw country. So then, you know, I still need to learn stuff, but aye, thank you for that, whoever that was. But yeah, back to the, oh my god, back to the Mr. Black Deluxe then. If I'm using that with my Blue Monarch, just brilliant. It's just great, I love it. If I increase the spring reverb just to kind of, that's how it sounds, and increasing the tremolo. Oh. Yeah, that's the gist. Thank you.